Hey guys, it's your dude Kian, and welcome to another episode of Pinoy Reddit Stories. On today's episode, we're diving into the tough yet relatable topic of breakups. Ayun, so guys, from moving on quickly to navigating the complex emotions that come with ending long-term relationships. And guys, we've got some eye-opening stories to share, whether you've been through a breakup yourself or just want to hear about others' experiences. So guys, stick around. And if you're into this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, KeonPH. And available na din yung episode na to on Spotify, Amazon Music, and other of your favorite podcast platforms. So guys, let's get into it. Okay, so yung first story is from our favorite subreddit, Ako Ba Yung Gago? And yung title ng story ay, Ako Ba Yung Gago dahil hiniwalayan ko yung boyfriend ko? Hello, I just broke up with my boyfriend and hindi ko alam kung naging irrational ba ako sa part ko. For context, me, female, and my ex-boyfriend were together for almost 4 years. Of course, may mga away kami na umabot na sa breakups. Pero so far, itong away lang namin ako na yung nag-initiate na tumigil na. So ayun, yung ex ko is maraming problems right now. And naiintindihan ko naman. Nililinaw ko sa kanya na pwede niya ako maging sandalan, na andyan ako for him. Gabi-gabi rin kami magkausap. Pero alam nyo yung usap na ramdam mo na nag-iba. Sa chats naman, super tipid niya mag-chat and sobrang bagal mag-reply. Kahit online naman siya. He rarely updates me as well. Hindi katulad ng dati. So ayun na nga, last night, I'm not feeling well. And napansin ko rin yung last reply niya sa chats ko ay 4 hours ago. So I chatted him, asking where he was and no replies. After an hour or so, nakita ko na may story siya and when I opened it, nasa labas pala siya and hindi man lang nagsabi sa akin, nor mag-reply sa mga chats ko. To be honest, I felt disregarded that time. Pati na rin nag-aalala ako kasi akala ko kung napano na siya. So minessage ko siya ulit. I asked him kung ano ba nangyayari at hindi niya ako nare-replyan. And I even said, hindi ko tuloy maiwasan mag-isip kung may gusto ka ng iba. Ha ha ha. After 10 minutes, nag-reply siya sa first question ko. And sabi niya lang is, wait lang po, pauwi pa lang. I felt sad kaya ang sabi ko na lang ay wag na. Kasi matutulog na ako kasi masama pakiramdam ko. Sabi niya lang, sige. So ayun, this morning, I messaged him, good morning. Pinapahalata ko na I'm still thinking what happened last night. Nag-reply naman siya ng good afternoon. Yun lang, ha ha ha. So ayun, I updated him na I'm eating lunch and he should too. Pero hindi na siya nag-reply. After an hour, may story na naman siya about the movie na The Idea of You. So dun na ako nagsimula mairita. Nakuha niya kasi mag-story pero mag-reply sa mga chats ko, hindi. So ayun, I messaged him this. Kahapon, I waited 4 hours for you to reply. Ni ha, ni ho, wala. Tapos makikita ko sa story mo, nasa labas ka pala. A little alis ako won't hurt you. Now ako pa yung parang mali. I understand din naman na may pinagdadaanan ka and I'm hurting too. Knowing yung nangyayari sa atin ngayon, I'm patient naman. Pero yung dinidisregard mo ako, mas nakakasakit yon. Ha ha ha. Anyways, chat me na lang whenever you want to. I don't want to start a fight. Hindi ako nakikapag-away. Sinabi ko lang sa'yo yung nararamdaman ko. Please understand and don't be mad. Salamat. Nilike niya yung message ko and after an hour pa lang siya nag-reply. And this is what he said. Hindi kasi ako nakapag-cellphone kahapon kaya di ko nasabi. Ngayon, magsisimba ako. Baka magalit ka na naman, hindi ako makapag-chat. Haha. So yung nabasa ko yung chat niya na yan, nagpantig yung tenga ko. I felt disrespected and invalidated. I've decided to break up with him because of that. Ang sabi niya lang sa chat niya ay, bakit daw i-end agad kung pwede naman pag-usapan? Ako ba yung gago dahil nakipaghiwalay ako sa boyfriend ko? So ayun, OP, breakdown natin to. It's very clear na deeply invested ka in your relationship and you genuinely cared for your ex-boyfriend. Especially kasi when you're willing to support him through his personal struggles. In any relationship kasi, communication is key. And it seems kasi yung communication nyo began to break down on his end. Yung frustration mo is completely understandable. Yung feeling ignored or feel like a low priority in your partner's life can be incredibly painful din. Especially kasi when you've been together for almost 4 years. When someone weaker begins to distance themselves or fails to reciprocate on the same level of attention and care, magkre-create kasi yan ng feelings of doubt and insecurity. Yung lack of responsiveness and dismissive attitude kasi ng ex-boyfriend mo towards your feelings certainly did not help. Siyempre nakakasaktan yon. Instead kasi ma-addressing concerns mo seriously, he made light of your feelings by brushing them off or joking about them. Yung ganitong klaseng response kasi can feel invalidating and disrespectful, especially when you're coming from a place of genuine concern. Yung decision mo to break up wasn't irrational either. Rather, response yun to a pattern of behavior that was making you feel unhappy. I-try mo pa i-communicate yung feelings mo to him multiple times instead of making an effort to address your concerns. Na-try mo na kasi i-communicate yung feelings mo sa kanya multiple times. And instead na magkaroon ng effort to address your concerns, na i-continue pa niya i-downplay yun. Sa relationships kasi, both partners should feel like their emotions are valued and heard. And it seems kasi it wasn't the case here. So bago ko ibigay ang aking verdict, OP, magbasa din tayo ng comments. First comment, di ka gago. Gaslighter yung ex. To think na ganun pala nararamdaman, tas wala siyang ginagawang action to para ma-resolve yung issue, better na tinapos mo na yung relationship nyong dalawa. Move on na lang. Second comment, di ka gago. Your ex is an a-hole and a gaslighter at that. Kung nakukuha pala sa usapan, edi sana nung nag-open up ka ng nararamdaman mo, edi siya ng gaslight. Instead, address the issue like responsible adults. But no, he chose to be an a-hole. And please don't even think about working it out with him. If he wants to, he will. Madaming dahilan kapag ayaw. And if you ever saw him na merong iba after you broke up and decide na di ka babalik sa kanya, don't feel sorry for yourself. You did the right thing. Let him be the headache of others. Keep your peace. Third comment, di ka gago. If you feel invalidated and disrespected, leave. As a partner, you shouldn't feel that you are asking for his time. He should give you his time whenever or whichever the time is, so long as he is not busy or these updates will take so much time. I don't get why people or partners do that. In the beginning, all their time and effort are exemplary, and once they have got the person they have wished for back then, they change. They treat them as a doormat, waiting and wondering when will the owner will be back. That's just plain rude, and it is just common sense to let your partner know what you are up to. To avoid confusion and overthinking, assurance is free. Giving it won't harm anyone. And one more comment, di ka gago. You did all you can do to communicate better of what you feel, what you want. Clearly, wala siyang pag-acknowledge man lang sa mga messages mo, even on what you felt towards his actions and his non-response. And even sa huli, he made you feel like ikaw pa yung hindi nakikipag-usap, or you may not be at the same page anymore. He's still not emotionally intelligent yet para i-handle yung mga ganyan healthily. Save yourself, because people like them don't change overnight. Mauubos ka muna, at kahit ubos ka na, hindi ka pa din nga sila nagbabago. P.S. Huwag ka mag-relapse, please. Ayun, so OP yung verdict ko dito, di ka gago. Your decision to end the relationship was justified. And na-recognize mo na din that your needs were not being met and your feelings were disregarded. Rather kasi than staying in a relationship where you felt hurt or undervalued, pinili mo pa din ma-prioritize yung sarili mong well-being. And while breakups are never easy, it's important na din to be with someone who respects you, who communicates openly, and values your emotions. And OP, you made the right choice by putting yourself first and not settling less than you deserve. And so ayun, move on na tayo to another Reddit story. This next Reddit story is again from Ako Ba Yung Gago, and the title is Ako Ba Yung Gago for breaking up because I've outgrown her. She, female 37, brought up the topic of starting a family. I said, sure, it's about time. The moment na you leveled up with me, male 35, financially magpamilya na tayo. She made it a big deal, cried, so I ended it. Pakiramdam ko may mas better na lalaki na mag-aahon sa kanya sa hirap, at alam ko na hindi ako yon kasi kahit naman may achievements ako, hindi sapat yon para bumuhay ng pamilya mag-isa. Ang dami niyang gusto ma-achieve sa buhay pero wala naman siyang ginagawa kung hindi sabihing hindi niya kaya at umiyak. Para kakang nadala ako ng mga luha niya for the past 7 years namin sa relationship. Habang ako, stress na stress, iahon sarili ko siya every time na makakaramdam na aalis na ako, she weaponized her tears. Overuse na para sa akin yung sinamahan kanya nung wala ka, tapos ngayon iiwan mo? Paano kung hindi iiwan, wala namang pangarap sa buhay? Ay meron pala kaso yung cake eating mentality niya, yung nangingibabaw. Sa tagal-tagal namin, hindi siya naghanap ng opportunity. Basta nagpakasasalang sa trabaho, dumaan ako sa butas ng karayom para ma-achieve yung ma-achieve ko, tapos siya panay hindi niya kaya. Kung hindi niya kaya iahon sarili niya, siguro I deserve better. So ginawa ko na yung mga paawa niya. I left her. I've outgrown her, so it's time to move on. Total, gusto ko na din magpamilya, hahanap ako ng babaeng ka-level ko financially. Yung hindi broke at yung naghahanap ng opportunity. Gago ba ako sa ginawa ko? Di ba mas deserve niya yung lalaking mas mayaman sa akin na mas iintindihan siya at magsistay no matter what? Di ba deserve ko din mag-start ng family with a person na afford mag-start ng family with me? Hindi na kasi ako nakakakita ng future sa kanya. Sana mapatawad niya ako sa kawalan ko ng utang na loob. Kinakailangan ko mamili kung future ko or siya. Tapos may edit. Kung di ko na isama, alam niyo all she did in those 7 years was existed. Bare minimum crap kahit anong nudge mo to the right direction, aawayan niya and all she wants is to exist. Gaano ba kalaking tulong yung pag-e-exist para bigyan ng ganong kalaking credit sa success ko? Present siya, so what? Present din ako. Grabe. Yung sitwasyon na to, OP, is complex and it highlights the challenges that arise when two people are in a relationship grow in different directions. Nag-express ka ng frustration mo with your partner's lack of ambition and feeling mo hindi siya nagpo-put in the same level of effort toward building a future together. It's clear na then that you have been striving to improve your circumstances and feel that your partner hasn't been matching your efforts, which led you to question the viability of a long-term relationship with her. Yung desire mo kasi to have a partner who is on the same financial and ambition level is understandable, especially kasi considering you want to start a family. A healthy relationship kasi often requires both partners to be aligned in their goals and efforts, particularly doon sa major life decisions like starting a family. However kasi, the way you communicated with your feelings and handled the breakup raises some concerns. Yung pagkasabi mo kasi sa partner mo na you'll start a family once she's on your financial level may come across a bit harsh kasi at saka transactional. At saka it also places the entire burden of the relationship's success on her financial contributions. Kaya naramdaman niya na feel inadequate siya or undervalued. Yung pag-end mo ng relationship sa kanya dahil hindi niya na-met yung expectations mo without considering other ways to support her growth or discussing how you could navigate these challenges together might be seen as lacking empathy na din. While it's true na din that both partners need to contribute to a relationship, hindi lahat kasi ng contribution is financial. Yung emotional support, companionship, and non-tangible forms of contribution are equally important din. Kung yung approach niya sa buhay wasn't aligning with yours, it's valid na din to reassess the relationship. Pero importante na din mag-reflect on how you communicated your concerns and whether there were other ways to address them. So bago ko ibigay yung aking verdict, basahin na natin yung mga comments. Okay, first comment, di mo siya mahal, OP. Babae ako, OP. Making more money than my husband. Now, it's 5 times more. I almost divorced him because of financial issues rin. Pero wala mahal ko. I helped in funding his businesses. Yung isa niyang negosyo, ngayon 30 na ang staff from 2. Yung isa starting. He started contributing, paid for our car, started giving me monthly allowances and other small things. Okay naman na ngayon, dati-rate di talaga niya afford, as in super broke siya. Tapos nag-reply si OP, yung asawa mo mukhang may drive tumulong. Yung ex ko ang gusto lang maging pabigat with paawa reasons. Second comment, gago ka, hinihintay mo lang siya maubos sabay iniwan mo na. Daming kulang sa kwento mo, OP. May ginawa ka ba to help her? I mean, it is a relationship. So, syempre, magtutulungan talaga kayo. Parang may resentment ka din kung paano mo siya i-describe. Mukhang nagstay ka lang talaga hanggang sa wala na siyang mabigay. Or baka di mo na talaga siya mahal. Dali sabihin ng may taong mas mayaman, mas maganda, mas may pangarap. Lagi naman may mas lalamang sa current partner mo. Pero please think about it. Mahirap makahanap ng ka-level mo ng understanding and intimacy. Pero since kulang nga ang kwento mo kasi more on resentment lang na pabigat siya sa buhay mo, nasa iyo naman yan. Strangers lang naman kami. Pero medyo gago yung reasoning mo. Di siya out of love. Ayun lang. Tapos reply ni OP, I get your point. Marami akong ginawa to help her. Yun yung una kong ginawa. Kaso, lahat hindi niya kaya. Baka nga di ko na siya mahal. Nagkaubusan lang kami. Third comment, pwede po paki-elaborate yung kawalan ng utang na loob? May sacrifices ba siyang ginawa para ma-achieve mo yung meron ka ngayon? And reply ni OP, wala siyang ginawa whatsoever. Ewan ko ba ba't ang dami nag-assume na sobrang dami niyang naitulong sa akin para magmukhang sobrang kawawa niya. Malaki daw utang na loob ko sa kanya na parang ako yung walang naiambag sa relasyon namin. Ang ginawa lang naman niya bare minimum at nag-exist. And last comment, gago ka. Ang condescending ng kwento mo as if di mo siya naging partner for 7 years. Sa story mo, it feels like di mo naman siya tinutulungan when she was struggling. Biruin mo, sinamahan ka niya nung walang-wala ka, tapos na nagkaroon ka na, iwan lang sa ere? LOL. Huwag ka na rin maghanap ng iba kung ang reason mo lang is same level kayo financially. Mukhang di ka dependable na tao. There will be a time na dedepende sa iyo yung partner mo, especially when there is a child involved. Baka iwan mo lang partner mo kasi di niya kayo same ng income, kakaalaga sa'yo and sa child nyo na you wouldn't even appreciate. So OP, yung verdict ko dito, lahat kayo gago. There's no clear-cut answer here as both parties share some responsibilities. Meron ka naman point in wanting a partner who is aligned with your goals and ambitions. Pero the way you ended things and yung criteria na ginamit mo might have lacked compassion. On the other hand then, kung yung partner mo is not making an effort to grow or work towards a shared future, she also bears some responsibilities for the relationship's breakdown. Dapat parehas kayo could have approached this situation differently, leading to a more constructive outcome. And yun yung story no OP. Let's move on. Our next Reddit story is from Off My Chest PH subreddit and yung title ay, My boyfriend and I broke up but it was a happy breakup. I, female 26, and my boyfriend, male 29, decided to end our 3 years relationship, no third party. Sa loob ng 3 years, we were happy. He was a gentleman and sweet. He respects me and my family. He was working in province before but decided to move to Pasig so we can be together. When we started, he promised to marry me after 3 years. I nag him like every day about marriage like, when na ba? Do you have plans pa ba? May patutunguhan pa ba relationship natin? Not knowing na pa-pressure na siya. Quick background about him. He lives with his mom and stepdad when he moved to Pasig. Basically, he pays for everything. Food, grocery, rent, and utilities. His mom is a housewife and yung stepdad wala din work. Now, he opens up to me. Sobrang guilty na daw siya kasi di na niya magampanan responsibility niya sa akin. Yung mga gala namin, di siya makasama kasi short siya sa pera. He wants to marry me na daw pero di niya pa kaya. He wants to have a child pero pinipigilan niya makipag-sex sa akin kasi takot siya mabuntis ako, di niya mabigyan ng magandang buhay ang anak namin. Nahihiya na siya sa parents ko kasi my parents are asking me na din kung kailan kami magpapakasal. He's sorry because he can't fulfill his promise. He's sorry kasi 29 years old na siya pero walang nangyayari sa buhay. He let me go and I let it happen. We talked about it. Sobrang mahal ko siya and sobrang mahal niya din ako. But maybe kailangan namin i-let go ang isa't isa for us to be better. Masaya kami before we parted ways. Kumain kami sa labas, nagharutan at nagtawanan. I was thankful kasi it was my first relationship and it was beautiful. We may not be together ngayon, pero malay natin sa future kami pa din. Siya pa rin ang pipiliin ko. Tapos may edit. The reason why I've been asking my boyfriend about those questions is because I've never heard anything about him that he has plans for me. All I want is an assurance that he still sees me in the future. It wasn't easy. I did not let him go that easy. I even traveled to Las Piñas to Ortigas at 12 a.m. so we can talk, but he already made up his mind. I've been asking him that I don't want us to part ways for how many days, but he's firm. I knew him. Once he made his decision, it's final. Then my second edit, wala akong iba. Probably I'll just enjoy my life again just like how I used to before he came. Okay, OP, breakdown natin to. Yung istorya na to is a poignant example of how relationships, even those filled with love and mutual respect, can sometimes reach a point where both partners realize they need to part ways for their own. It's refreshing kasi to see a breakup narrative that isn't marred by bitterness or resentment, but instead characterized by mutual understanding and a deep appreciation for the time spent together. Yung boyfriend's sense of responsibility towards his family and yung financial limitations niya created an immense pressure. Kaya naramdaman niya na feel inadequate siya in providing a future with you, OP. It's clear na din that both of you were deeply committed. Pero yung circumstances surrounding his obligation to his family and the pressure of fulfilling his promises became overwhelming for him. Yung desire mo for assurance and clarity about the future are completely valid. Pero understandable na din that this added to his stress. Pero yung nag-stand out talaga dito yung maturity nyo and how you both handled the situation. Instead of letting the pressure and unmet expectations sour the relationship, na-choose nyo to end things on a positive note. The fact that you both acknowledge that this decision might be what you need to grow individually shows na din a level of emotional intelligence, and that's rare, OP. So bago ko ibigay ang aking conclusion, basahin na natin yung mga sinabi ng netizens. First comment, sensya na OP. Gusto ko lang magtanong, bakit di ka nagstay if mahal nyo isa't isa? Sobrang nagmamadali ka na OP sa marriage kahit di pa ready yung isa? Kaya nag-okay ka na talaga kasi alam mo kahit years from now, walang-wala pa rin siyang pera. Naging practical ka lang ba? And may nag-reply, di ko rin maintindihan si OP. Makes sense yung nag-break sila. If sure may mamimit na papakasalan siya within a year kasi mukhang nagmamadali siya. Not unless mayroon na yan kakilala si OP at nag-rationalize lang siya na tama ginawa niya. Second comment, baka may timeline si OP sa sarili niya at pinanghawakan niya yung sinabi niya after 3 years, magpapakasal na sila. Gets ko si OP doon sa point na yon. And I guess better na ganyan yung nangyayari than ipilit na mag-intay siya tapos wala din naman pala siyang aantayin. Sad lang kasi mahal nila isa't isa pero hindi pa ready to settle down dahil breadwinner yung guy. Kudos also to the guy sa pagiging honest at tinapat niya si girl kesa maghintay at masayang yung oras ni girl. Not all people kayang gawin yan. Also, tigilan na natin yung mga sabay natin abutin, pagtutulungan natin, kaya yan, magtiis, etc. Kasi yun yung reason bakit ang daming trap sa relationship na alam niya pinasok niya. Then eventually, ngangawa na ganito, ganyan, magreklamo and all. Third comment, it was a happy breakup for you because you consider him a burden and not a partner in life. Thing is, you will never be financially ready for marriage. Girlfriend din ako ng isang breadwinner na salat noon pero nakaahon na ngayon ng dahan-dahan. Iniwan ko ba noong panahon down siya, walang support? Hindi, because relationships are not petty like that. We do not just leave because it gets hard, most especially if our love is really genuine. It's not bad to dream for a total package boyfriend we set for ourselves, guwapo, responsible, may kaya, or to set a standard. But in reality, we cannot have it all. Though I'm not advising to choose less or lower standards in choosing though. We should still find that genuine guy who truly will love and treasure us. But on your case, you left and did not fight for it cause of only one flaw. Mahirap siya. But kid you not, mahirap siya ngayon. But that will definitely change in the future, especially na sa pagkaka-describe mo. Genuine, responsible, and instead of support, you added to his burden. And maybe it is the best for him. Mas pag-iigihan niya, mas sisipagan niya, and I am hoping for the best for him. Sana makahanap siya ng partner na kasama niya sa success sa dulo. I also hope you can find what you really want in life. You want financial stability, and it's okay. But your relationships is not built only for money. You both work for it, dream for it, and plan for it. You uplift each other and support each other. Let us not be blinded by the ideal relationships we see on social media. Sometimes they are just facades, not the truth. And one more comment pa, girl, why are you pressuring yourselves to a certain timeline? In my opinion, 26 or 29 is too young to get married. We're the same age and my boyfriend is 29 also. And we also have plans of getting married. Like it is with individuals, each relationship has its own pace. But my gosh, sobrang rare makahanap ng tao na ka-wavelength mo sa mga importanteng bagay. Once you find them, keep them. Kung ako sa'yo, makipagbalikan ka at maghintay ka. Don't let yourself be swayed by social norms. Ayun, so this happy breakup is a reminder that not all endings have to be tragic. Sometimes kasi letting go is the best way to honor the love you shared, allowing both partners to focus on their personal growth. It's admirable na din how you both respected each other's needs and made a difficult decision with such grace. Sa huli kasi, it's about what's the best for both of you, even if it means being apart for now. Pero yung door is not closed forever. Who knows what the future holds? Yung pinaka-importante kasi dito is that both of you handled this with maturity, leaving the relationship with love and respect intact. And so, yan lang naman yung story ng OP. No more further updates. So, mag-move on na tayo to our last subreddit. And our last story is from Adulting PH subreddit. And yung title ay, Ex moved on quickly after a month of breakup and soft-launched already. For context, we were together for 9 years. We recently broke up kasi she never saw me daw sa future niya. Hahanapin niya daw muna kung anong gusto niya talaga, kaya pala naghanap ng iba. Haha, we lived together for 7 years, ako lahat nag-provide. Rent, food, needs, and even yung mga luho niya. Ang hirap sa part ko knowing I did my best and I keep choosing her despite everything. I was planning to propose pa this year sa anniversary namin. 9 years, bait di pa kayo kinasal. Kasi hindi pa daw siya ready. Madami pa daw siya gusto ma-achieve like sa work niya. And I supported her through it all. Now, I'm starting to move on. And so, na nag-soft launch na siya ng bago niya sa IG. Haha, wow, ganong kabilis. Hindi na ba uso yung 3-month rule? Pasabi-sabi pa siya nung nag-break kami na baka magkaayos pa kami. Kasi baka naguguluhan lang siya. Pero, since hindi naman tugma yung sinasabi niya sa ginagawa niya, I did no contact na. Then ito nakita ko. She wants to be friends pa daw kasi sayang yung pinagsamahan namin. Close din kami na family niya since ang tagal na namin, so nakikita ko if nakatag siya sa post. And pinakilala niya agad yung bago niya doon sa fam niya. Her mom was very honest naman with me. Nag-aalala nga daw siya kasi ang bilis. Sinasabi ko na lang sa sarili ko na I dodged a bullet. Pero ang hirap pa rin. Any tips? So ayun. I know OP na it's very heartbreaking to see how your ex quickly move on after a 9-year relationship. Especially given the commitment and support na binigay mo during that time. Investing so much in a relationship, emotionally, financially, at saka mentally, only to have it end this way can leave anyone feeling betrayed and confused. The fact that she mentioned needing time to figure things out but then quickly introduce someone new into her life adds to the pain and confusion. And mas naging difficult pa yung sitwasyon since you were planning to propose, showing that you were fully committed to building a future together. Alam ko na mahirap mag-reconcile sa words niya with her actions, especially nung sinabi niya na hindi pa siya ready for marriage or kailangan niya ng oras para sa sarili niya, only to seemingly find someone new so soon after. Yung quick transition can make you question everything about the relationship and wonder if there were signs that you miss or if her feelings have changed long before the breakup. So I guess yung advice na pwede ko ibigay dito is to grieve and acknowledge your feelings. Importante na din to give yourself time and space to grieve at the end of the relationship. Huwag mo lang i-rush yung healing process. Okay lang kasi ma-feel hurt at saka ma-betrayed or magalit. I-acknowledge mo lang yung ganitong feelings is part of your healing journey. Another advice is no contact rule. Nasimulan mo na nga yung no contact rule, which is great. Pagpatuloy mo lang i-distance mo sarili mo emotionally, and this will give you the clarity you need to move on. Kasama na dito niyo ang pag-avoid sa social media niya or staying updated on her life through mutual friends or her family. Another advice is focus on yourself. Now is the time to prioritize for your own well-being na din. I-reinvest mo yung energy you once put in a relationship to yourself. Magandang opportunity din kasi to rediscover your hobbies that you might have neglected or start new projects or try mo i-focus yung career mo or personal goals. Another advice is to seek support. Surround mo lang yung sarili mo with supportive friends and family who can help you through this tough time. Yung pagbabanggit mo din ng feelings mo with someone who you trust can be therapeutic din. Kung kailangan mo nga, consider mo na din mag-seek ng professional help para ma-process mo yung emotions and gain some perspective. Another advice is reframe the situation. As difficult as it is, try mo i-reframe yung breakup as an opportunity for growth. Na-mention mo nga that you have dodged a bullet, which is a positive way to look at it. Yung end of this relationship could be the beginning of something new and better for you. And last advice na pwede ko ibigay sa'yo, OP, is give yourself time. Healing from a long-term relationship takes time. Wala namang rush to move on or start a new relationship. Basta focus ka lang on healing and becoming the best version of yourself. And kung ready ka na, you'll be in a better place to start a new chapter in your life. So bago ko ibigay ang aking conclusion, tingnan natin yung mga sinabi ng mga netizens. Sabi ng isang commenter, allow yourself to grieve. 9 years is no joke. Feel all the feelings. Anger, rage, annoyance, sadness, name it. There is no timeline for healing. Continue with the no contact. Cry until wala ng luha mapiga. And reply ni OP, yeah, actually that's what I did. I felt all of my emotions kaya nung nalaman ko, I didn't cry. I felt more like na-betray maybe. Because I already saw the guy's IG niya while we were together and I didn't think too much of it. Kasi she's saying na papakasal tayo, papakasalan kita and all. Love bombing, I guess. I felt betrayed lang now kasi syempre it's only been a month. Aha, pero ngayon naiisip ko maybe she did cheated kasi ang bilis. May overlap. Second comment, out of sight, out of mind. What you don't know won't hurt you, sabi nga nila. Kaya block mo na. If di mo kaya, deactivate your social media and keep mo lang yung need mo for communication. Basta if ever di mag-workout yung sa bago, wala nang balikan kasi it only means reserba ka lang. Ano ka? Gulong? Charot. Take one step at a time. Masakit talaga pero ganun naman daw talaga pag nagmamahal. Nasasaktan. Go out and learn new things. Baka magkaroon ka ng new perspectives sa relationships. Not saying na pumasok ka sa new relationship. Just saying na baka makahanap ka ng justification why this happened to your relationship and accept it little by little. And response ni OP, yeah, I'm not looking and don't want to go into dating naman muna kasi I know I need healing because of the trauma this relationship gave me. Thank you for your advice. We'll keep it in mind. Third comment, yeah, probably best to go low or no contact with her. Baka gusto niyang gawing backup ka in case the new relationship does not go as well as she hoped. She used you as a convenient ATM for 9 years. Let the new guy be her sugar daddy. Reply ni OP, I already did no contact. Actually, she said na baka sugar daddy na daw in-ex niya sa akin kasi hindi mapantayan. LOL. And last comment, oof, that's rough my guy. Maybe nag-move on na si ate while in the relationship pa, kaya nakahanap agad after a month. There's not much to do but try to distract yourself. It's going to be difficult to traverse your life knowing you've been with her for 9 years of it. Go to the gym, read a book, join a community. Make sure you don't disconnect yourself from society. It will get better. I wish you well. Then reply ni OP, yeah, I think she cheated on me. We never really broke up face-to-face. Ayaw niya ako harapin. Now she's very happy daw. Haha. Meanwhile, my world flipped upside down with the trauma. Then reply ng commenter, oh boy, pa-check ka na if may nakuha ka sa kanya. Baka she was sleeping around then when you were together. Parang wala kayong 9 years para di ka harapin to at least break up with you. The disrespect. Then reply ni OP, I know, kaya I didn't ask for closure na because I think that's the only closure I need from her. By showing her true colors din. Ayun, so yung conclusion ka dito, remember mo lang OP, it's okay to feel hurt. But also know that with time then, you'll emerge stronger and more resilient. And OP, you deserve someone who is committed to you and ready to build a future together. So ayun, that wraps up today's episode and breakups are never easy. Pero yung makabasa ng mga storya na ganito, there's always a lesson to be learned and a path forward. And yun lang naman yung mga stories natin today. Thank you very much, guys. So bago kayo i-end yung aking video, if you enjoyed today's stories, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, KionPH, for more Pinoy Reddit stories. Pwede nyo din i-catch to sa Spotify, Amazon Music, and other of your favorite podcast platforms. And guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you very much for listening. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye!